one of the most innovative and fastest growing industries in the world. The men and women of this industry work tirelessly to provide entertainment for the masses, and some of these provide the music. Music that we love. Music that we listen to when we're enjoying ourselves playing those video games. Video games. Music that we love. Music that we listen to when we're enjoying ourselves listening to video games. Video games. Do we even know who these people are? No. Would video games be the same without them? No. What you're about to hear.
All right. Good evening and welcome everybody to another episode of The Average Giants. I'm joined tonight, well, you know me, I'm the Average Gamer. And I'm joined tonight by not Big McLarge Huge, known as Call Me Giant. This is my good friend Killer Peachy.
Hi guys.
How's it going, Peachy?
Pretty good.
Also, what the hell? Where's my room?
I hate it.
It got changed. Welcome to year 2 of The Average Giants, where we moved everything downstairs to our classy living room studio.
Yeah, you got nice stuff on the wall.
It's my geek wall, so, you know, points will be awarded over this year for people that can get the references, and after the year tallied up, I will be giving away a $5 gift certificate.
To the Banana Hut.
Yeah, next year. Anyway, so, what are we going to be playing tonight? Do you remember?
Yes, we're playing Lost Orbit.
Yes,
first
we are.
game.
And we're going to get that started up. And hopefully we're going to get some of the guys from Pixelnuts in the call with us.
Hopefully. And I think Phantasmal, that's what it was.
Yeah, which is a roguelike horror game, which we've had on the show before. But I wanted those guys to celebrate our big 1 year with us, so I thought it'd be a little bit of fun.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
And without further ado, the game's not going to load, of course. Oh, there you go.
Nope.
Controller recommended. So,
I'll show you how this is done.
you get to play. That's one of the fun things. We're probably going to watch the intro, because Lost Orbit is launched now. You can pick it up on Steam.
Okay.
It's an amazing game. And it was actually just featured in the last issue of Indie Game Magazine, which I'm hoping to talk to the guys about. Good lord. Alright, you start the game.
Alright, I'll start
Go
the
ahead.
game.
I want to do the intro. The intro's quite long, so we're going to be quiet and listen to it.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll get everybody in the call by then.
Alright, I'll start her up then. Enjoy.
Loading.
I'm just going to fly around during the
He
intro.
was as good as dead when I came across him, running through the motions of his tedious job. He may as well have been.
Could you not hit rocks? Or vortexes?
I'm sorry. Alright, I'll go the other way then.
I hadn't seen a sign of life in Janus. It was a rare treat to see
in
some
my
new
way.
creature waddle its way through space,
Boop boop.
but they never lasted long. He worked maintenance, traveling to the fringes of known space, patching up communications relays. They used to send drones out, but sending these poor bastards proved to be much easier on the wallet.
Slick.
Now there's a fine line between brave and stupid, and this guy wasn't anywhere near it. Out in deep space in a tin can with the thick musk of recycled air, he was a worker bee who didn't see the big
Musky.
picture.
The way that this game starts off has so many feels.
I know. It's like,
What do you do?
He sat perched on that comm relay for spans. Couldn't quite come to grips with what
I want
just
to
happened.
find out what did it.
He didn't have a hope in hell without a ship.
Maybe we'll be able to ask.
he scavenged himself an improvised set of equipment. At the time, I wondered where exactly he thought he was going to go.
That being said,
No! I was just about to press buttons.
we're gonna get Alex probably in here.
I'm gonna scratch my ear then.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait for his
professional
go ahead, so you can go ahead. You can go ahead until he's got the go ahead. Then we're gonna go ahead and call him.
And go ahead with the call? All right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play with the shiny orbs.
isn't that beautiful looking?
It's so nice. Whee! Oh, oh.
So this game is described as a dodge 'em up because it reminds me of kind of like an endless runner, but it's where you're also dodging in a different plane and kind of like a shoot 'em up.
Mm-hmm.
Boris thinks we're all gonna die.
Now, I never bet on anything. But if there was anyone around, my first would have been that he'd be dead before he made it 100 tracks.
Tracks, are they talking about like distance or
I
100
was
music
wondering.
tracks?
Do you
His
think the music
amazing.
is just playing in his helmet? Maybe that's why he's so chill. He's just like, man, this music really goes with this scenery.
Yeah, maybe.
Oop.
Oh!
The joy of dodging death.
Yeah.
Boop. Okay, let's see if we can get Alex in here. Oh, just as he was typing. Hello!
Hello?
Hello! Can you hear us, Alex? Oh, we can barely hear you. One
Yeah.
quick sec. There, we could probably hear you better now, actually. Where's my volume?
I broke the volume button. See what happens
So
when I
you
show up
did.
on the show? I break stuff.
Oh, and the call got dropped. We're having the best night tonight. That's okay. It's not like it's our 1 year anniversary.
No.
I guess I should have said that a year ago we started doing the show. Exactly. Not exactly, but the same week. So this is
Yeah.
our anniversary episode.
Yeah, that's about the same time that I met you and we started my YouTube.
Yeah. And that's... okay, are you doing
I'm not
that or
touching
am I
nothing.
doing that? Okay, let's try touching nothing.
Your volume is broken.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's not going to work. Oh, here's Alex again.
Alright.
Hello!
Hey, hey.
Hey, can you hear us okay?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes. Now, I need
Okay,
to
sorry about
change-
that. I'm having some internet issues at my house.
Yeah, you were snowed in today, is that correct?
Oh, yeah, big time.
That's nuts.
Oh, that'd be why the internet sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I've been hearing actually a lot of people, like, in the States have been snowed in, and there's, like, a lot of emergencies being called, etc.,
Yeah.
etc.
Well, being from Canada, you know, I heard like state of emergency over 2 inches of snow. It's like what?
Oh,
But I know a lot of the East Coast is like, well, I opened my door and there's 4 foot of snow. Awesome.
Yep. Yeah, Buffalo got it bad this year, too.
No, okay, there we go. Oh, sorry.
oh, that's, where are you exactly? If you want to say, because it doesn't really
I'm in
matter.
St. Catharines, so
Oh, okay.
South Ontario.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
I had a
okay.
friend from St. Catharines in school, actually.
Oh, nice.
Perfect. So, we started already, and I just want to say congrats on the successful launch.
Oh, sorry.
As well, what was it? I saw that you guys are also going to be going on to PS4.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we finally announced that.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome.
So people interested in that, I believe it's going to be, right now it's like an early 2015 release that you're aiming for?
Yeah, that's right. We're just kind of finalizing the build and going through our submission fun times right now. So we'll kind of see when the release will happen. It all depends on how quickly we get through that kind of section of development.
Yeah. Oh, congratulations.
Hey, thank you.
Oh, rank platinum. You think you're tough? Think you're big stuff?
Well, I had like 10 minutes to complete it, so
We had
first level.
Killer Peachy in the show today, and he's much better at games than either Giant or I. So I thought we'd try and find something that he could sink his teeth into, and
Yeah.
I also saw that you guys were featured. You were a sub-feature in the last issue of Indie Game Magazine, so congrats on that one.
Thank you. That was awesome. Yeah,
I broke the game.
You did a really nice job too.
Yeah, I saw it. We were reading the... You did break the game. Well done, Peachy.
I did so well. I broke the game.
We were reading the interview, and
Yeah,
it was really actually quite cool read.
it was a really good read.
Yeah, it was really well done. Like the interview was really fun, and I really liked the kind of playthrough synopsis afterwards too.
Let me just pull it up here. I had some questions. Anyway, what have you been up to? The last time I checked, I was like, oh, we had them on the show a couple of weeks ago. I don't know if we should have them again, and I looked, and it was October.
Oh, has it been that long? Wow.
Wow.
Right?
Holy cow! Yeah, we were supposed to be out soon after that, but then we ended up getting the PlayStation 4 kind of deal set up. So we've really been working on that. That's been our primary focus.
Yeah. How... Oh. Did you freeze it again?
I-
How difficult is it to port it to a console, if you don't mind me asking?
It's actually been not too bad. We got the game up and running in probably a couple days, and now we've just been polishing to kind of get through all the bugs that kind of presented themselves, switching over some shaders, and mainly getting all the like online stuff working too. That kind of takes a little bit of time.
Oh, yeah.
Online stuff.
So we have like time trial modes and ghosts and
Okay,
Ooh,
you know,
ghosts.
that kind of thing. So
that's pretty cool. That's really cool. All right,
and then just a lot of like compatibility things. I mean, Unity
Okay.
is pretty good about just kind of porting over, but there's a few, shaders and just the way we were like doing our save files and stuff. We had to kind of edit up a little bit, but it's been pretty good. I mean, we spent a bunch of time just getting prepared for. We did the PlayStation experience.
Oh,
A
cool.
while ago too, and so that's kind of taken up some time as well. And but it's been good. It's been really good dealing with Sony.
Mm-hmm. Peachy keeps breaking my game.
I don't know.
We were playing it just fine before the show. Could you
It's really
stop?
weird. Are you guys playing on a PC?
Yeah, we're on PC right now.
Just on Steam?
Yeah,
I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's strange.
verify the files real quick.
apparently.
It's okay. It isn't you. It's just everything that
It's
can
me.
go wrong today is going wrong today because it's our 1 year anniversary, which is kind of our
Oh, of
shtick.
course, yeah.
Yeah, as things going wrong. So
Yeah.
that's fun.
It's like, yay, 1 year. Oh, we broke everything.
Yeah.
Oops.
Legitimately, a lot of focus on the PS4, so we still got a little bit of stuff to polish out on the Steam side.
Yeah. One thing I wanted to touch on, which I was hoping we could show a little bit of gameplay, is
Sorry.
one of the questions in. You know what? We can switch this so we can see people more too. Hi, people. No? Yeah, there we go. Boom. One of the questions you guys answered that I wanted to touch on that was really cool is how this type of game can be very frustrating to people, because if it's difficult. And we'll be quiet. There we go. If it's difficult, like in a lot of things like Super Meat Boy or those types of games, people get frustrated easily and rage quit. So how do you guys kind of balance out so people don't rage quit?
That's a good question, actually. I really like that one in the interview as well. It's true. I mean, our game, you die a lot. It's a pretty difficult game at times too. I think our biggest focus was not taking people away from the gameplay and like being able to try again. One of the games I really love is Super Meat Boy, and one of those things is you die and you're just kind of right back in there. You hit a button and that's that. You're kind of back in, and that's kind of what we really wanted to do as well. That game it's just really broken, eh?
Yeah. I'm going to re-download it. Anyway, continue on, because this is
No problem.
riveting.
One of the things we wanted to do, like we love Meat Boy. One of the other games we really kind of tried to mimic in certain ways is time trials. Really love their kind of replay of stuff and just kind of getting right back in there, hitting checkpoints. We feel that's a good way to kind of curb frustration, is just letting people get right back in there. Don't, not having them restart the whole level all the time. Not having them wait to restart as well.
Yeah. One of the things, too, that you mentioned that I loved is how you make dying fun.
Yeah.
You want to chat about that?
Yeah, like, I was playing just the intro level before we started, so I get a hang of the game, so I didn't look like a total noob playing it. I picked it up pretty quick, and I smashed into one of the asteroids boosting off the planet, and instead of just being, okay, restart right away, I actually stopped and watched the whole scene and was like, oh, yep, I'm dead. And I was like, oh, yep, my helmet's caved in. Oh, yeah. Yep,
Nasty.
I'm really
It's
dead.
Nasty. That's why.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. We did spend a lot of time making sure that the deaths were at least, fun to watch, fun to listen to. As you get through the game, the little dude that flies around with you, he makes fun of you as you die as well, and just makes little quips and stuff like that. So
That's
we did
awesome.
want to make it a little bit lighthearted and at least kind of fun for people. So
Yeah. Which actually leads me into another one that I read in the interview, the humor. Because we were chatting, the intro to the game, we were actually just looking on Steam at the Homeworld Remastered.
Oh.
Because it's a game
nice.
yeah, it was dear to both of our hearts.
Oh, so good.
And there are so many feels, but the reason you keep playing Homeworld is because it may be one of the bleakest games ever made, but there's always that hope at the end of it, which I find is different. With you guys, cut it more with humor to kind of cut that bleak.
yeah, I think you need that. I think in a real bleak situation, people get kind of comical and tend to joke around. I mean, if you look at any of the darkest movies or books or anything like that, they feature a lot of comedy. People just kind of joke around when they're in situations that they can't control.
Yeah,
And I
it's
feel
like, oh,
that
we're gonna
everybody would do
die. Let's joke about it.
Yeah, like I think it's just that uncomfortableness of being in those situations. People just kind of just make fun of stuff, right? I mean, when things get so bad and so ridiculous, you just can't handle it. You tend to just kind of have fun and kind of lose it a little.
Yeah.
So we wanted to do a little bit of that. We're big fans of dark humor, and I mean, we've worked on other projects where they took themselves a little too serious, and when things are a little too serious, they instantly become not serious at all.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah,
When people
totally.
are always just deadpan and serious and overly thinking stuff. You become fake. It doesn't feel real,
Yep.
And you're right, it cuts it really well. Could you settle a bet for us, Alex?
All right, go.
We were wondering, because Harrison is so chill with his situation of being, systems, literally galaxies away from home. And then his ship blows up, and he's just like, huh, okay. We were wondering if the music, the soundtrack from the game, is actually playing through his helmet, and that's why we're hearing it, because, it'd be so much more chill with that music and then the beautiful scenery, and he's just kind of rocking out to it the whole time.
I never thought about that, but that's kind of cool. Actually, maybe he does have like a little iPod in there, or whatever they would have, and just kind of listening to his tunes. I think it would make the situation a lot better if you could have your own soundtrack out in space.
Well,
Right?
And the narrator's like, well, is he going to make it 10 tracks? And
That's
I
how
haven't
it
played
came
very
up.
far into the game. So I'm like, is it 10 tracks of songs? Or is it 10
Oh,
tracks
nice,
of
that's awesome.
distance?
So we kind of
we're-
made up our own units of measurement just to kind of have fun with the game. But that's actually a really cool way of looking at it. That's awesome.
Yeah, I liked it. I like that.
And do you ever find out what blows up your ship?
Perhaps.
Okay, that's good enough for me. That's good enough for me. Perhaps is good enough.
So, if people are interested
That's
in picking
cool.
the game up, they can grab it on Steam right now?
I'm sorry?
Can they, if people are interested in picking the game up, can they grab it on Steam right now?
No, not yet. We're gonna do like a simultaneous release with the PlayStation 4.
Oh, okay, cool.
But I want
Yeah, you
it.
can go check out our store page. The store page is live and all that, but you can't purchase it yet.
Yeah, and I'll link that right now. I was also wondering about the price point. If you guys have one set up yet, or...
We do. So our goal right now, I don't think it's probably not going to change unless something comes up. We're looking at about $11.99.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Totally lower than I thought it was going to be.
Oh,
I was
okay.
thinking 15 or 20.
Yeah, I was thinking
So-
I'm like $20, no problem, done. Take my money. Just from
yeah,
the
we wanted
first
to
level.
go for a bit of a lower price point. Like the game, I mean, we feel it has pretty high production values, but it's not like a 30-hour game. And I don't know, we feel that like that's a good approachable kind of price for the type of game it is too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And if you guys do want to read more about it, you can always check out the Indie Game Magazine this month, because we had a huge sub-feature in it that I loved. Like, we just kept reading and reading and reading.
Yeah, it's like
they grilled you.
It's like 4 pages of interview and then like a whole page about the 2 pages about the game.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh wow.
Yeah, it was really nicely done. Just the layout that they did and all that was awesome.
Mm-hmm. It looked really cool. Or at 90% of it.
Yep. And hopefully in 22% more, it'll look awesome while we play it on stream.
And hopefully I won't break it. Because apparently
Yeah,
that's what I do.
could you please stop breaking it? That would be
Sorry.
lovely.
I pressed
You,
the X
first time
button.
guest hosting the damn show and you break the frickin' game.
That's what I'm here for. Just show up. Okay, I'm gonna break stuff.
That's funny. It could be because you guys had like a build from a while ago. It might be conflicting with some save files or something. We might, it's something we got to look at too.
Oh yeah, it might be
Okay.
that. Because when we did load it up, our save files were...
You had nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were wiped. Which is good.
Oh, that is good actually. So, not quite sure why you guys are having problems. That's not good.
It might have been some leftover data from it or something.
Might have been the move to this beautiful studio of my living room.
Oh, no, I'll just block
That
the
looks
dead
good.
computer behind me.
Yeah. Went from the computer room to the living room. Oy vey. I was wondering why the download was going so slow, and then I remember that I'm streaming and we have a Skype call going on.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that's a lot of
that
bandwidth.
kind of takes a bandwidth.
Yeah.
Even though your internet's super amazing.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's pretty funny.
So, who did the soundtrack? Let's talk about the
Oh
soundtrack.
yeah, soundtrack's
Because
amazing.
as well, are you guys planning on launching it to sell the soundtrack as well?
It's gonna come with the soundtrack. That's part of the kind of package deal. So
What?
yeah.
Oh, you guys are insane.
But the soundtrack was done by a guy named Giancarlo Feltrin. He's a local guy in St. Catharines as well.
Oh, really?
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Vive la Canada.
he worked at Silicon Knights as well with us. He worked there after we did,
Oh.
but we kind of met him through that company.
I remember that.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't played that in like years.
But yeah, so we met him there, and we ended up calling him in to just to do a track for the game in the beginning, just when we were doing our demo and stuff like that. So we kind of sat him down, we showed him what we had, we gave him some reference of some of the type of music we were looking for and all that. So he kind of went away, came back a week later, and then presented the first kind of track that he had, and it was perfect. So we ended up getting him to do the whole album.
Nice.
Oh, cool. What else was I looking at? Oh, I was going to ask, because I saw that you guys were saying about how you had a lot of experience in the AAA scene, and I was going to ask how much that translated to making indie games. Like, what lessons you used from your AAA experience or didn't use.
Quite a bit actually. Like I teach game design at a local college too, and I tell a lot of my students just to go get a job in the AAA industry, even if it's for a year or two. That build is just not working for you guys, eh?
Mm-mm.
It doesn't like me.
It's not good. So I tell them to get AAA jobs just because there's a lot of things you'll learn being part of a team and kind of going through the ups and downs of full kind of AAA development. And I think one of the things we really took away from it is what it means to have a really good team. I've been part of games where we had amazing teams and kind of mediocre teams, people that kind of work really well together and people that are kind of at odds.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's one of the things we really tried to establish with our company is just, long before we ever had ideas for games or what we really wanted to make, we just wanted to make sure we had a good team. People that were well-rounded, people that could work well together, and that kind of were committed to actually finishing a game instead of just kind of starting and then wavering and kind of disappearing into the unknown.
I imagine that's probably much more of a consideration when you're going indie, because you're generally working with a smaller team.
Exactly, right? I mean, like, we have a really tiny team on this game, so we can't just kind of hire someone to do a thing. We need people to be versatile and
Yeah.
trustworthy too, you know? I mean, it's not big bucks making indie games in the beginning, so you gotta have people that are willing to stick through the ups and downs of development and kind of get through it all.
Yeah. I believe it was Penny Arcade when they were doing their little live show. Or not live show, but their YouTube show. They're saying whenever they go to hire somebody new, it's not that they're hiring for a position. They're usually trying to hire a new friend.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah. Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. I mean, a lot of times you'll bring people in for an interview. Like, I did a lot of interviewing for Silicon Knights when I was there. And, you know, somebody could have a really good portfolio, but then you interview them and they just don't seem like they'll kind of jive with the team.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That could be a big, you know, selling point if it's somebody that can actually fit well with the team, take critiques, bring ideas, be kind of open about stuff. It's really important.
Yeah, I hear that. 'Cause in a big studio, I can see it's like, all right, no, if guy A doesn't jive with guy B, we'll just put them on different times and they'll never see each other. But you as a small team, it's kind of like, well, you have to work together.
Yeah, I mean, you're there in a tiny little office with just, you know, 4 guys in a room for hours on end, years on end, and
Yeah.
you got to know how to talk to each other and bring up ideas and problems and issues and things like that. So it's really important.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Being stuck in a box with a guy as a welder, you know, if you're stuck in there with him for 3 months doing the same job and you guys don't jive well, it's not a good 3 months.
No, exactly, and it's a really creative industry. If you can't enjoy what you're doing, it's your game's gonna suffer for it too.
Oh, yeah.
All right. We had a message saying one file failed to update, but that it was going to reacquire it. Give this one more shot,
I promise I'll try not to break
and
anything
then
this time.
if this doesn't work, I'll try restarting Steam.
I guess.
Are you guys
maybe it's in
you guys are
something.
online on Steam? Like, you're not playing offline or anything?
Yeah, no, we're online.
I could just crash the game. So, developer,
Okay.
I'm told I have to send you a message about the game crashing. So
Oh, good.
the game just crashed.
Well, hey,
Awesome.
at least we have the penchant. Every Average Giants episode, we need to find a game-breaking bug. Since this is our 1-year anniversary, we need to break the game so bad that we can't even actually play it.
That's pretty great. You guys could
Wait.
try logging in as somebody else too.
Oh,
See if
yeah.
just that one profile's kind of broken or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. It looked like it updated. Never get tired of that.
Nope.
Anyways, congrats on the 1 year, guys. I didn't realize it's been a year already. That's
Yeah. Oh, it blew my mind. Thank you very much. That's it was huge. A year ago, was it Might Be Giant called me over to his house because he had a game developer he wanted to interview, and it was Approaching Infinity.
Yeah.
It was Bob Saunders? Yeah, from
Yep.
Approaching
Nice.
Infinity. And we played for nearly 3 freaking hours. And but it was so fun, and we had such a great response from it. We had the next week, I think, 15 different developers were emailing us wondering if
Yeah,
they
you guys
could
had a
hop on too.
huge explosion with that.
Yeah, it was really
that's
cool.
awesome. Cool. So what do you guys have planned for the next year?
We have quite a bit that we're looking into. We may have actually, do you want to log into your Steam?
I can try.
We
I
may
don't know.
have a few. I don't know what it is with us in space, but we've been talking to some big people, which I won't name any names, but let's just say that they've worked on things like Wing Commander before.
Awesome.
Oh, and now we have to go to your
Yeah.
email?
Go to my email.
Okay. Oh my.
Cool. In the meantime, if you guys don't mind, I could do. I wouldn't mind doing some shout outs to some other local indie devs that just put out some games.
Please do.
Cool. Yeah. So just right beside us, we have Phantom Compass. They just put out Rollers of the Realm about a month ago. That game is awesome. If you like pinball and RPG, and have ever wished for those two to be jammed together in a game,
That'd be interesting.
That sounds awesome.
It's really it's when they first told us about it, it sounded like such a strange idea, but it's really awesome. It's kind of feels like Puzzle Quest, but with pinball, where you kind of have two ideas that don't seem like they should work, but then are amazing together.
I need to talk to them because that sounds unbelievably fun.
Yeah, it's really cool. And that's on PS4, Vita, Steam as well. Just it's out right now.
Cool.
Yeah, published by Atlas too. Yeah, really cool game.
Oh, wow.
If you guys get a chance, check it out.
Yeah, I definitely will.
Cool. And then other friends of ours, also ex-Silicon Knights people from Eden Industries, just put out Citizens of Earth just about 2 weeks ago, I think now.
That one I've heard of.
Yeah, that one is awesome. I actually did a little bit of work on that one too back when it first started up, but it's a really cool Earthbound-esque kind of RPG that just came out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to close all those issues.
Oh yeah, you don't have Lost Orbit yet, do you?
Oh.
Okay. That's not gonna
Well,
work
that didn't
either.
work.
Oy vey.
Well, if I could buy it, I'd have it. That's for sure.
Yeah.
For $12, I can't throw my money at the screen fast enough.
But I yell at Nintendo all the time.
Take my
Yeah.
money!
I just
Take my
saw...
money.
What was it? The Metroid Prime just went on sale on the Wii U
Oh,
store.
nice.
The trilogy.
Oh yeah, I've been playing that all day today. That was my snow day.
Awesome. I'm waiting for Majora's Mask and all that to come out on my DS, and then
Oh my god, yeah.
just never leave my house again.
Oh boy, oh boy. Man, did we break this or did we break this?
Yeah, good work, guys. It's awesome. You know.
I'm blaming you entirely.
Hey, that's cool.
Not you,
No,
not
no,
you,
me,
Alex.
me. Killer Peach. Yeah. Totally my fault.
Giants in Costa Rica right now enjoying a nice cold pina colada. He's gonna come back and be like, "How was the show?" And I'll be like,
I broke it.
"It was fine.
It was perfect.
You don't need to watch the replay."
Yeah, it went off without a hitch. We had an amazing show. You know, we had like 300 viewers.
Yeah.
They threw money at the screen for the developer.
So if you guys check your Average Giants Twitter, I just sent you a code for the game. So
Oh, thank you. I will do that.
Because apparently you can't even log back into your Steam.
Yeah. Yeah, everything is just breaking right now. Can you just log into yours?
Yeah.
And I will get the key.
Yeah, I'll trade you.
And then we'll make everything work. Good God, I'm so sorry about this. Don't you love when it does that too? Because we had it working literally seconds
Yeah, like
before
literally
the show went
before we
live.
started the show, I was flying around doing everything, no problems. And then it's like,
It
oh,
happens
here's
a
the
lot.
show. Blech.
Yeah.
we get that too. You get people over, you know, publishers back in the day too, and you want to show them the game. They show up, and then everything breaks.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, I'm sorry, it's breaking. And like, what can I do? I wonder how many times that actually happens to a lot of developers. Like, people just show up, it's like, all right, here you go, let's do this. And it's like, oh, no, it's broken, go home.
Happens a lot actually. You like invite press to go see your game, and then your game just breaks.
That was, my editor was at Game Dev Jam. I can't remember where. It was probably just PAX. Anyway, there was a big panel on Star Citizen, and
Oh.
and it was it didn't work for like an hour and a half, to the point that they just bought everybody free drinks, and they were like, "Well, maybe we'll show it to you guys later." then-
That's awesome.
Yeah, and that was it.
That's a good deal.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
All right,
Okay, let's try it on a different profile.
thanks for the game.
Hey, no problem. I hope it works.
It's so amazing.
Yeah,
Like,
me too.
I definitely recommend this game to anybody who wants to pick
And that's
this
why
up.
it's not out yet. It's not quite ready.
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, yay! It worked.
Oh, yes!
Yay! It's only broken for me.
That's okay. I'll need to show you how to play the game.
Yeah, let's watch you
Sweet.
play it for the next 12 minutes. Man. So I guess, well, we're gonna have to go through the intro. But give us your first impressions of it while the intro's going.
My first impressions was this game looks amazing, and the storyline you're hearing, like just from the narrator, makes you want to be like, okay, well, shit, I'm stuck in the middle of nowhere. I want to get home, but also I want to find out who the fuck stranded me out here. Sorry for the language, but that's how I'd feel. And then you get thrown into the game, and it looks good, it controls really well, and you have really cool, like when you're orbiting planets and stuff, you can like boost off of them and just fly.
And it's you
Mechanics,
only saw one of the first mechanics in the game.
Yeah,
one of the first features. It's interesting. How did you guys what was the thought process when you make a new set of levels and you're like, what kind of mechanics do we have here? Was it literally like, we want to see how fast we can get Harrison going?
So it was kind of funny because when we first started the game, it really wasn't about speed. It was more about timing. When our first idea, like 3 years ago, it was more about orbiting planets and timing your jumps and kind of using more gravity and kind of anomalies to get around. And then as we kind of made prototypes and started going to that idea, the times in between the planets was a lot more fun, just kind of going fast and moving around. So we ended up cutting a lot of ideas that were slower and kind of boring. And then it did kind of turn into, what can we do that's fast and fun, and we'll let people just kind of experience the kind of speed and kind of craziness of the game. So yeah, it did kind of happen that way. We just wanted to see what we could do to people and still have them survive.
Interesting. Hey, might be Giants in the chat.
Oh no! Oh, he just showed up? It's going perfect, Giant.
This show has gone perfectly. No one tell him.
I love this intro. Oh, that's cool.
The particle effects?
The particle effects?
Yeah. So one thing I needed to ask.
Okay.
Can you tell us a little bit about the early days? Because I saw in the interview that Lost Orbit did not start off with you as an astronaut even.
Kind of. So when we first made the game, we basically prototyped the game just between me and Chris. We didn't have a programmer at that time. It was just like this really, really simple game, and we didn't really invest any money into it at that point, actually polishing up the art or anything like that. So we wanted to get the gameplay right, and that was always a big thing for us, is just making sure it felt fun. So in the beginning, the planets were just like really crappy spheres. The backgrounds were just a bunch of, there wasn't even like backgrounds, it was just a bunch of swirls. And instead of an astronaut, it was just like a little ship you were playing as. And then once we got the gameplay right, once it felt really good, then we kind of started thinking about, why are you in space? What's going to happen? And we ended up pushing it to what it is today and kind of putting that dark storyline kind of along it and went from there.
And did the storyline define getting out of the ship and becoming the astronaut, or did the astronaut define the storyline?
I think it was, we wanted to have a lot of fun being that astronaut, and we kind of wrote the story around that. So we're like, oh yeah, a ship looks kind of cool, but I think it'd be more fun just being an actual guy in a jetpack. So we went with that.
That demo was amazing.
So, on both of our accounts then, after the
I guess
first
it's
level...
legitimately broken. Yeah, that's on us then.
First level, it breaks and then doesn't work after.
That's one of the realities of Average Giants, because we get to play games so early.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess,
it could be just could be an error on our side too. Like it just, maybe it's because we're streaming, it doesn't like it or something.
My hitbox.
It should be fun, huh? Not quite sure what's going on. I actually just tried on my computer here at home. It works fine, so it must be.
Because it was working before we started streaming.
Yep.
As soon as we started streaming, it's like, no,
Yep.
You're not allowed to stream this game. We're gonna break. Maybe it's a Steam thing, because you guys have it. That's like early access on Steam, and it's like, okay, this game isn't released. Maybe Steam's like, no, because they're recognizing that OBS is a streaming program.
Yeah, who knows, eh?
Yeah, that'd be really funny if they did that.
Yeah.
I've known things to do that.
Yeah,
That'd be, I
that
highly doubt
requires
it, but
the amount of programming that would require.
it's like you get to see the first level of this
And that's
amazing game. It's a really good game. Even just that first, just here, learn the basic moving and boost is really fun. Especially when you go
cool.
splat.
Well, thank you. The game does get a lot faster, a lot more deadly as you kind of go on.
And as you guys are getting closer to actual launch, I'd like to have you on the show to maybe retry to see if I can make the game work on my computer or not.
We will definitely have the game working by the time we do a proper show with you guys.
Yeah, I wouldn't even. I'm not thinking it's your fault because now I'm having issues with hitbox too.
Oh.
So anyway,
Probably on our end then.
which should be interesting for our next guest because we're going to be playing some Phantasmal.
Oh, nice. Well, hopefully that goes a lot better.
I won't touch anything, it won't break.
Yeah,
I'll just stand here like this.
We'll
all the time.
see. We'll see what you get to touch.
Oh. Is that a promise?
All right,
The
Alex.
show's gonna go in a very different direction this year, eh?
Plan to get a lot of different types of viewers.
It's a new romance. Okay, but I think we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break so I can go wreck a car. And then we'll be back, hopefully, with some horror.
Hopefully.
Awesome, cool.
All right. Thanks again, Alex, for being in the show.
Thank you for your patience.
It's a pleasure as
Hey, no
always.
problem. We'll come back when the game is out or nearly out, and would love to get you guys to play the final one.
Yeah, that sounds great. All right. Can't wait to see you. Have a good night, man.
Cool, you too, and thanks for everybody who's watching the game.
Thank you.
Cool, see you guys.
All right, guys, and we will be back in a few minutes trying to fix our stuff. So, and then we'll be playing some Phantasmal, and we're going to get Joe back in on the show. I love chatting with Joe. Joe and Alex are some of my favorite devs, so this has been a great night for guests. But, see you in a couple.
Bye!
we're back, maybe, once I get this working. What are we playing now, PG?
We're playing Phantasmal, the shunned one.
And hopefully we'll actually be playing.
Hopefully I won't break everything.
Oh, man, was that a hoot. Yes, Phantasmal. And cut my head off!
Perfect horror game start. Your head is missing.
My head is explode. Why? There we go. That's what I was looking for. Why? Why is it doing this? Oh, that's probably why.
Because you're hitting the wrong button.
Okay, so we're going to get Joe in the call. This is a cool one. You're going to like this. It's a procedural horror game, and PewDiePie played it right after we did.
So you beat him to it. He copied you.
Oh, totally. Yeah, he's a big fan. Hello. Hey, how's it going, Joe?
Good. How are you guys?
You know, getting on.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully not breaking
better
this.
than not getting on, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's it been since I last talked to you, anyway?
Really good. It's been busy. I'm back in school for another semester.
Back at school?
Yeah, so it's been intense, and we're just celebrating our 1-year anniversary of Average Giants today.
Nice, bro. Nice. Has it been a year already?
Yeah, unbelievably
That's crazy.
so. Yeah.
Does it feel like a year?
No, honestly, it feels much less than that. What have you done?
Nothing.
Okay,
It worked.
good.
See, look, I didn't do nothing.
You didn't
Okay.
do nothing.
We're gonna switch seats
Yeah.
because PG is gonna be playing the horror. Because the last time I played this, I remember freaking leaving in tears. So.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's extremely
Get the
satisfying.
comfy
to hear.
chair.
Yeah.
But
now.
I'm very sorry to hear that at the same time.
Yeah, sure you are. You're a game dev who's making a horror game. I know exactly what kind of person you are.
Exactly. I feed off your tears.
So, for the people who haven't seen it yet,
Yeah.
can you...
That's quite an old build. So, yeah, hopefully next week. So we're actually we've got a New Zealand game dev meetup tomorrow. So we're getting a demo kind of ready for tomorrow evening. So hopefully that we're kind of just squeezing in as much as we can. So hopefully once that's done, we'll tidy it up a bit more, and then we'll have a new build for you.
Yeah, no, that's really exciting. That's one thing I was going to say, because Might Be Giant, or sorry, Call Me Giant, he changed his name. He's in Costa Rica right now.
Okay.
And Killer Peachy is going to be covering him for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, one of the things that I'm excited for is that we're actually going to have you back next week hopefully with this new build.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'd love to talk you through it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's one thing...
It's going to be really broken, so that's going to be why I need to talk you through it.
That's okay, because we already had the broken game this week, so people know what to expect.
Right. Oh, what happened with that? When you say broken, like what? Like it just crashed, or?
Oh no! It was after the intro level. It looks like one of the files corrupted in Steam, so we couldn't go past that. And then every time we tried to launch it, it wouldn't even play. Which I mean, it happens.
That was the Steam build.
Yeah, that was a Steam build.
Okay.
So
yeah,
it's something that happens when you're hosting indie games that you get to play in alphas and betas.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Not our fault, man. You guys.
So for the people who haven't played this, can you tell us a little bit about Phantasmal? So Peachy isn't about to scream like a little girl?
No, I'm sure he's fine. So, okay, sure. So Phantasmal is a survival horror roguelike. So what that means is specifically every time you play through the game, it's never the same twice. So the levels are all generated on the fly. Every time you step through one of these portals, it'll create a level or generate a level dynamically for you. And so one of the things, because I absolutely love horror games, I'm a bit of a weirdo, so I like crying myself.
Oh, medkit! I definitely.
That is so true.
But I love it so much. But one of the things is, for me personally, is when I was playing through some of these games. I mean, I love them so much. So one of my all-time favorite games is Dead Space, the original one, the second and third one. Yeah, but the first one I absolutely loved it, and it just scared the shit out of me, But
I hear you.
After I finished it, I was like, oh man, I can't wait to try this again. But the second time round, it's like, oh yeah, I know that guy's going to come out of there, and then, so I knew where everything was, and it just was not even slightly scary after that.
Yeah.
And so one of the things, and I've kind of seen a few games kind of starting to look at going down that track, but I've never seen like a traditional kind of survival horror that's fully kind of randomized. So that's kind of what drove me to want to make a game. And so at the end of the day, honestly, I just made a game for myself.
Why not?
After doing this,
I don't care.
After doing this show for a year, I have to say that is probably one of the most common reasons I have found people have become indie game developers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like, I couldn't find this game, so it's like, bugger it, I'm going to make it.
Kudos. It's because of people like you that we get such awesome games. So, that's...
Thank you, yeah. I'm hoping to, I'm not expecting to be a millionaire or anything, but, if one day, I could, and really my dream is just to make enough so that I can have a cardboard box over my head, and I can just carry on doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, totally.
It's really for the love of it, really, Yeah. I think you used to be, was it you or Giant that used to be in journalism or something?
That's me.
Really? Oh, that was you,
yeah.
You had a really good job in logistics or something, right? And then you realize that journalism has been your passion for your whole life. Was that right? Was that
that's right. It was
okay, cool. I'm not confusing it with someone else. Okay, cool.
Yeah, no, I'm still in school for journalism, but
okay.
Yeah, I because of this show and because of school, I got in touch with Indie Game Magazine. And
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
So I'm working for them now, and yeah, it's been an amazing experience for sure.
You loved it.
Mm-hmm. And that's much like you, I'm sure. Like, I don't make the money I used to, for sure, and I might not eat as well as I used to, but I'm happy with what I do now.
Absolutely, yeah. Makes a difference. I mean, I've been in IT for the last 10 years or so. I haven't done it for a few months now, but I was doing really well, prestige-wise and financially and stuff. But after the nth Monday, you wake up and you just feel like blowing your brains out. It's like, well, nah. I actually have to enjoy some part of this process.
Yeah.
So now it's probably for the polar opposite. I really love it, but I don't earn anything. So hopefully we can get a happy medium somewhere. Yeah. But yeah, the goal is at the end of the day to kind of make enough to. So that not just for myself, but the dream would be for the rest of the team, the core team. There's probably 3 or 4 of us to just be able to carry on and keep doing what we absolutely love. So yeah, so my hat's off to you too, man. And I it looks like you're there already with this in terms of kind of
getting there,
sustainable living and awesome. Yeah,
getting there.
Cool. So
I could make a little more.
You're my idol, man. Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to be in that, that same place, making enough. And yeah, of course, it'd be great to have a little bit more to, just pay for stuff like, random stuff.
Just whatever you want.
Luxury items, like a burger or something. I don't.
It was funny too that you brought up Dead Space, because just before the show we were watching some of my I've a Dead Space series on my YouTube channel, and that game scares the bajiminies out of me.
Oh really?
Yeah, I still haven't beaten it. I've beaten 2 chapters. 2 chapters so far.
Kidding me? Oh really? Okay, you should. Yeah, highly recommended, man. And also, if you want something a bit more recent, Alien Isolation is really good too.
Yeah, thanks to actually one of the viewers. I'll give him a shout out. Archermar in chat got Alien Isolation for me for a birthday present, and I played the whole thing on stream.
Really?
And yeah, you can ask him. I had a few points. I had involuntary flailing arms. It was god awful. I'm a huge Aliens fan. Like, I'm really big into the canon for the series.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And did you watch the original movie too?
Oh, when I was 6.
Did you see it?
Yeah, when I was 6.
Are you kidding me? You actually saw it when you were 6?
Oh, my parents, they were weird with me in movies. They rented me RoboCop when I was like 4.
RoboCop?
Yeah, that's how you get a weird kind of person like me. You give a 4-year-old RoboCop.
Dude.
Yeah.
Hey, I tell you what, though, funnily enough, I saw the the original Alien when I was 8, but I saw it on TV by accident because I think my dad was just about to be seconded over to the States. He's a marine biologist. And so we were staying at a hotel just waiting for the flight, and I remember we came home, I flicked on the TV, I think it was only like 9 o'clock, and then guess what scene it was?
The
chest
burster? Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly that moment, the guy spasming and throwing
Oh my
up, and then the
God.
thing go...
Oh my god.
I stood there, honestly, I shit you not, for about 5 minutes, like, not even scared, just like, what the fuck did I just see?
Just in shock.
I think that explains, my obsession with horror games today. I've just been ruined for life.
I will say I was a bit of a baby though. Like I enjoy my aliens, but I'm a baby with horror. So
Oh, really? Okay.
a friend of mine had told me that scene happened. So as soon as I saw him hit the table, I paused it. And I waited for my dad to come home, and I made him watch that scene with me.
What did he do?
He was fine with it. He called me a wuss, and made me watch it myself.
What?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Why do I have a creature
Next time I
face?
see your dad, I'm gonna slap him.
How loud have you been?
Probably really
Oh,
loud.
how long have you been in this level?
Longer than I probably should have been.
This is a complete virgin fresh run for Peachy. I didn't tell him a single thing about the game.
Right.
Whoa, whoa! What the fuck are those? Nope. I'm going down. Nope.
Give him some tips.
Okay, room time. Nope. Get out of here. Nope. Nope.
You gotta find the exit.
Well, there's spiders trying to eat my face.
They're not gonna stop. You gotta find the exit.
Well,
Just
you
run.
Time to run.
Run, mate. Running makes it better. It's very quiet.
Yep. This room's at. Oh, well, maybe this way.
If you have a gun,
Oh,
you should
no.
just shoot it.
No.
Aim your light and shoot it like a million times.
No,
There's the exit.
No,
There's
I'm
the
ready.
exit.
Bye.
Oh my god, he actually beat the level.
Nice. Good work, dude.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
That
you go.
thing was scary.
Good stuff. Nice.
You're being quoted in chat.
Yeah.
No.
You've got a a dictator.
Oh, I'm a very nice person. I'm a good friend.
Very good friend.
What are your first impressions, Peachy?
Total crap, man.
It's really good. I like it.
That's it. You can say it's total crap on it.
No.
Yeah, what would you change if you had to change something about it?
It's changed significantly. Oh, can I tell you a quick story?
Yeah, please.
The chairs are freaking out.
At Christmas, so I was invited along.
Whoa! No! Oh my god! Get him out here! Nope.
Hey,
There's a
is
chest.
this thing
Can I open
streamed
this?
now?
Yo, yeah.
Give me the katana! Give me the katana!
He's got
Get
a
out of
katana.
here! I'm dead.
Anyway, sorry, you were
you
telling us
died.
a story, Joe.
Oh, where's your stream thing? Because I'll have a look. Because I'm just looking at Skype for the moment, but I'll have a look.
Totally.
Yeah, you might have to. You can. Oh, there it is. Okay, hitbox.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, I'll have a look there.
Don't
Oh
forget
yeah.
to start
So
with pistol.
speaking of how people say a game is crap. So I was at a party at Grinding Gears. So they're the guys who do this game called Path of Exile. I don't know if you guys have heard of that one. It's a bit like Diablo, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So I was at their company party, and I was talking to this girl, and she was saying, "Oh man, I saw this really this game because there was a competition recently. It's called the Kiwi Game Starter, so it's an indie game competition, and it's one that I actually won. So our team won that.
Hey, congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. So that gave us a bit of funding. So it was really good. So I was talking to this lady about it, and she's talking about how her boyfriend also entered it, and she said, "Oh yeah, in that competition, there was this really crap game that won it. It was like some scary. I didn't know what she was talking about at that point. She said some garbagey game. It was like a horror but roguelike. Like who plays that? I think it was called Phantasmal. I was like just grinning, seeing how long I could like carry on the conversation for, and I was like, oh yes, it's a piece of shit, isn't it? And then And she goes, "Oh, this thing's called Phantasmal." I said, "Yeah, that's my game." And then she just completely just like crumpled into herself. The funniest thing ever.
It's like, oh, I've been talking with
I'm
the
so
dev.
sorry. You can say my boyfriend's game is crap if you like. And I was like, I was just pissing my pants laughing. Sorry, that just reminded me of that. Yeah. But sorry, I keep sidetracking. What would I do to make the game better? There's heaps of things, but one of the key things was around the usability. So we had David Brevik come in that day for the GDC. So he's the guy who made Diablo, the original Diablo. Ooh. And so he came to our GDC as one of the judges for that competition. So he actually played it. Did I tell you the story last time?
No.
I can't remember.
No,
I didn't. Okay. So somehow the guys managed to rope in David Brevik. So he's the original founder for Blizzard North. And so he judged all these games. So he actually played it. So he came along. I didn't know who he was, and he just started playing my game. And I was expecting basically some formal judges to come through and kind of do like a formal process. And I was just waiting around, going, "Oh, when are the judges coming?" He goes, "Oh, I am one of the judges." And I said, "Oh, okay. What's your name?"
He's bored.
So I'm David. And then at the keynote speech at the beginning of the thing, they introduce him and go, "Oh, this is David Brevik. He is the original creator of Diablo 2. Wow. What's the other game? Hellgate London. I don't know if you've heard of that one.
I still have my discs for that. It's installed on my computer.
Are you shitting me?
Nope, not even kidding. It's one of my favorite games.
That game is basically what I'm making now, dude. That's
oh my god,
that's my inspiration. Yeah, so I was like, "Oh, holy shit!" And I just about fell over because I didn't actually know who that was. But anyway, what he said to me was one of the key things was the lack of gameplay feedback. So, for instance, we don't really explain how any of the core gameplay works.
I don't know. I know there's a sound mechanic.
But it's so much fun to just watch fresh people play the game.
It's funny, but it's also really annoying for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I've noticed.
Yeah, they really go to a dead end.
Yeah. So we don't explain a lot of things.
That's Geiger.
Yeah, so that's one of the things that we've improved a lot of. For instance, I noticed that a lot of people didn't even know that you could pick up a whole bunch of objects, like planks off the windows, and even things on the ground would be unnoticed a lot of the time, or even opening like cupboards and things. So what we've done now is we put in a highlighting system. So if you walk within proximity, then it'll show like a little glow around things like that.
Oh, I like that you're doing it with the proximity too.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so it's not all glowy all the time, which would look horrible. Yeah, so we've got stuff like that in there. We've changed the whole setting now. The environment is completely different as well. So it's no longer we said it was a university for the old one, so it looks like a standard haunted house type thing. So we've actually changed that quite drastically. It's now an Asian urban setting. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of a place called the Kowloon Walled City. You ever come across that in your...
I think so.
It sounds familiar, but I can't place it.
Put your finger on it. Yeah. It's basically what it is it was a fortress in World War II, and at the end of World War II, basically all the refugees just ran into it and hid there. A whole bunch of triads and other kind of miscreants and stuff just ran in there. And over time, people just started building like apartment buildings and stuff in it. So it's all these really close together ones. Basically, at that time, the British Empire was in Hong Kong and Kowloon, obviously. We're trying to evict all of these people, but the residents were really clever. They kind of played off the British against the Chinese because of the impending takeover and stuff. So they never could demolish it. So it was only until I think 1990 that they were able to demolish it. So for 30 years, it was this slum shanty town skyscraper paradise that
crazy
police and government just wouldn't even go in there.
I don't know where I'm going. I'm dead. I'm so dead.
You're so dead.
No, I don't.
You are so dead.
Nope, I'm dead.
Yeah, it is a hard game, unfortunately.
Come on,
Probably
PJ, I thought you were good at games. I thought you were good at games. This is why I brought you on here. We were expecting a win.
All right, I'm gonna use my pistol. Forget this noise.
Anyway, sorry.
So that's okay. So the setting is basically now in the Kowloon walled city, which would seem to fit really well. We had a bit
that's
of
really cool.
Yeah, because it's a really it's got a bit of history behind it, and we were kind of after we got back from PAX, we were thinking about what kind of things could we improve, and one of them was the setting. We thought it was just too much of an overused trope just to have this haunted house looking thing. So we decided to go with that, and that seemed to have resonated quite well. And we didn't have focus groups or anything formal like that, but we kind of talked to a few people and they said, oh yeah, that sounds pretty cool. So we decided to go with that. So when I show you the next build, it'll be really different, I think. Yeah, so it still needs a bit of work behind it, but the overall foundation is kind of there now.
Yeah, one thing I want to do is I want to set my broom on fire. So I have a constant torch. It doesn't work.
Make a torch? Really?
I've had so many requests for that. Yeah, I would love to do that. Yeah, I'd love to do that. In fact, that's kind of in the plans at some point or another. Like you will have noticed like a fireplace and stuff.
Yeah. That's where I tried to set it on fire.
Yeah, I'd love to either light the thing on fire and also to actually boot some of these monsters into it as well, so it sets them on fire as well.
Peachy, you've had 2 comments, by the way. Boris the dwarf asks, "Are you having fun?"
I am having fun.
And
Flair, go away.
Call Me Giant said, "I beat this game."
Yeah, he did. I saw it too.
Well,
Not to
challenge
give you any
accepted.
pressure.
Challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Yeah. I think there's a tiny bit of luck involved, but yeah.
I think he got like an AK-74 or something.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah, he picked up a gun.
Well, I'm being eaten through my butt, so
You are.
I'm
Ooh.
yeah. I knew I wasn't gonna survive that one.
You've got 40 minutes. You've got 40 minutes.
All right.
Don't forget about you. Oh, you did use a flare last time.
Yep. I use a flare.
Oh, that reminds me. So the AI is now vastly improved as well.
I just want to see.
Yeah. So that in the newer one, you'll probably notice a few differences as well. So
I'm excited.
Yeah, you can do things like throw a flare, and they'll actually be attracted to it, and a few other little kind of things like that as well. Yeah. What was the other one? Yeah, that's the other major difference is we've made some changes to the melee system as well. So it's not just a swing anymore. So we haven't upgraded the animations yet, which is in the works. But you can now do stuff like hold down the button to charge it up like Skyrim.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
That's
what
cool.
that means is you can sneak up to creatures and then just smash them over the back to insta-kill them and things like that.
I thought you were gonna say something like the Penumbra weapon system, where your mouse becomes the weapon that you have to swing, and I was like, no.
Oh, I've never played it, but I've kind of heard mixed thing. How does that work?
Yeah.
So you like pick something up and you swing the mouse around to...
Yeah, well, they're the company that eventually made Amnesia. Yeah,
that's right, yeah.
And in their first games, they had weapons, and it translated so poorly that they decided they'd rather just make a game without weapons with Amnesia.
Because I read the reviews of Penumbra like on Steam, and one of the guys said it was just like a big physics demo.
What the heck was that? Yeah, it was like a big physics demo. That's what happens if you have your light on too long, you're in a level too long, and you shoot your gun too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
The devil comes and eats my face.
You know in like Sonic, when you wait too long,
Oh, yeah.
and the thing comes to end the level? Yeah.
Okay.
Not Sonic. What game am I thinking?
I know what you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Old game. Might Be Giant says in caps, turn off your flashlight.
No more flashlight.
That was one thing I was going to ask. Did you guys keep the graining effects and the darkness? Like how dark it is in the gamma?
Yep. So that's adjustable. We've made a couple of small changes to the flashlight as well. So I mean the mechanics are pretty much the same. So it'll make you crazy when you've got it on and stuff. But we've added like a little volumetric effect to it. So there's much more casting of shadows and stuff like that as well.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That'd
So
be cool.
and the grain and stuff is still there. You can which you can turn on and off as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've added in a more improved motion blur now as well. So yeah, that looks a lot better when you're kind of swerving left and right or whatever, or hitting stuff. Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, you're crouching right now, right?
I know.
Yeah. What was I going to say? I'm really looking forward to being able to compare side by side. So everybody watching, one of the things I wanted to do is take a look at how the game is now, and then next week we're going to be playing the new build and talking about what's changed, why it's changed, and how it's changed. So I thought that'd be a neat little 2-week kind of mini-series.
Oh, cool. Yep, absolutely. Yeah. We it was quite interesting. So our original team that we had is like all those guys pretty much, bar one, the other developer left, and so our new team, we've got even more people now. The overall team now is, I think, up to 10. But for a while, man, after the pre-alpha with 10 people or so, I mean, we actually made the game, like, I'd say 3 times worse than it is currently. It's for a good 2 months. It's like a typical, software project. The more people you have involved, the more cooks you have. Like, it's okay if you're all in the same room, but because we're all working remotely, so it turned out to be a complete piece of crap for ages. So I think now, when you play it next week, it'll probably be about like what you're seeing here, but what you don't know is behind the scenes, it's been a major challenge to get it back to normal. But
Interesting.
But I think overall it'll be better. Like, for example, the AI at the moment, like, when you're playing it, you won't notice a lot of it, but what we've done is we've built a foundation so that we can extend it a lot better now as well. This current one, you can't do much with it. So the behavior is okay, but he'll chase you. Like, if you annoy him, like, for example, now you bump into something, he'll just home in on you like a missile, so you can't run away from it. Basically, it's one of you has to die, or you run into the exit.
It's a good way to say that.
Yeah, it's like Thunderdome. But the new one, what you men go in once comes out. But the new one is a bit more complex, so you can actually run away from them, and they'll lose you. Or if you make a noise and stuff, they won't just automatically home in on you. They'll actually come to investigate. So there's different grades of alertness and stuff like that. So it's more moving forward is a lot more complex.
Joe, this game is already stressful, though.
Is it?
I may have thrown 2 torches.
It's not going to get better, dude. It's going to get worse.
Giant is wondering when the Kickstarter supporters are going to get that updated version.
That's a very good question. So at the moment,
run.
Oh, nice. Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay. We're just enjoying the show. So we're probably going to do a little bit more testing, but the first group to get it will be the beta testers, the guys who are the beta test backers, and then once they've had a bit of a look, then we'll release it out to the remainder of the backers to have a look at. And the beta testers, this won't be the official beta test period yet. They'll probably be a bit closer to March, but they'll get the first dibs on looking at it, and then around about hopefully mid Feb at this stage, then they'll be able to we'll start going to an official beta test mode.
Ooh.
So how do flares work? That's my question.
Okay, so you mean what button to press or like the mechanics?
Yeah, no, like what do they do?
Huh?
Like if I throw one.
What do they do? Oh, okay. So currently they're just a light source plus. They're an addition. They don't go away. So you can. Oh, this guy. Hey, just try something for fun, dude. Turn your light on for a minute. Turn your light on.
Yep.
Turn your light on.
But he's gone.
Probably a few seconds.
He's gone.
And then
Yeah.
turn it off again. Turn it off again. Oh.
What?
Turn it off.
He disappeared. Whoa! All right. I
butt.
remember him. Joe, you're a horrible person.
Nope. You're getting eat broom.
Turn your light off. Turn your light off. You might need a slightly better weapon. He's a bit chunkier.
Okay, now I need my 2x4 again.
Yeah. Oh, and with the game eventually, when we built an allowance to be able to do like a kick as well. So then that's for the purpose of so yeah. In future, once we build that in, it'll probably be after March. Actually, we'll you'll be able to kick monsters into things as well.
I would like to boot some of these jerks for the transgressions that have been cast upon me in previous episodes.
So,
Fair enough.
do I?
Put the boot in.
If I shine my flashlight on him, that's when he goes nuts on me. I'm just not gonna look at.
and
I'm just gonna look at the wall. Okay.
Can I call him the floater? Oh god!
Nope,
When you
nope.
get within range, yeah, he'll attack you anyway.
Oh, creepy.
I definitely need to
They're
skip.
so creepy.
Yeah,
Desensitized
he's
at a young age and still so susceptible to horror. I can't explain it.
Even after watching Alien at 6.
Yeah!
Oh, no, he knows I'm here, doesn't he? Oh, yeah.
That's one of my favorite movie series is actually Hellraiser, which a lot of people raise their eyebrows at. But I freaking love Hellraiser.
I love Clive Barker's work actually in general. It's really good.
Yes, yeah. Except for Jericho. I did not enjoy that game.
Oh, the game? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I never bothered.
No, don't.
It's like rubbish, yeah. Was it just a bad game or just, yeah?
Yeah, you know, the story was very Clive Barker-y. But the
okay.
game just didn't translate well.
It's pretty average, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
here come the spiders.
One thing I was going to ask, we saw a picture on the wall, and then the creature, obviously, that comes after PG shot so much.
There's a
Is
spider nest.
he Geiger inspired? Like,
Well, basically, between you and I, he's an
Yeah.
asset that we bought from the asset store.
oh, okay, cool.
He worked out really well because it looks like a huge massive tentacles basically.
Yeah.
And basically, it's a sort of because we're going for the whole Lovecraft vibe and everything. It is like an elder god type of creature which you can't kill. So it's like a pyramid head type thing from Silent Hill. But
I'm gonna try, but
yeah,
there's a
that
dude,
does
like,
look
right
kind of Geigerish, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I should explain too for the people that Geiger was the artist that inspired. Oh, you're gonna die with it! No! That inspired Aliens. And
Oh, he
so-
actually designed the alien, the original
Yeah.
alien.
yeah, which is really it's neat. So I was kind of wondering. It's
I just
okay.
saw him
You'll
die
find
and he
another
just
one.
picked up a gun.
Yeah.
Maybe a few seconds delayed for me.
Yeah, I
No
just got the hunting
pressure,
rifle.
but half an hour.
I'm gonna slap you.
Yeah, Geiger, H.R. Geiger died only a couple of years ago or a year ago, didn't he? It was only fairly recent.
One or two.
Yeah. No, he did some amazing. Do you know? Here's an interesting fact for you. Do you know when he first started exhibiting his stuff? Like people in Sweden, was it Sweden or Switzerland where he came from?
Sweden.
Sweden, yeah. And Sweden used to spit on the windows because they just thought he was a complete weirdo. He is a
Really?
weirdo, but they used to just
Yeah, he
spit,
is.
and every day someone would have to come out and wipe the windows because there'd be so much spittle on it.
Oh wow, that's nasty.
It's
I've-
nasty, but mind you, in the 80s, 70s, or 80s, I mean, like even now, it looks that biomechanical stuff looks really modern. But
Yeah,
back
yeah,
then,
very
man,
true.
people would have been just looking and going, "It's a penis with a skull on it." Like, what the hell is? Are you nuts?
Yeah, how much absinthe have you been drinking?
There's a,
Exactly.
I think it's in Sweden actually, but there is a Geiger-inspired bar now, where the entire bar is done up like an alien hive.
That'd be
Oh,
cool.
oh, you
Yeah.
got me. Where's that?
Yeah, it'd be really neat. It'd be worth the trip.
Is that in Sweden as well?
Yeah, what like in his hometown or
Oh,
home
like-
country somewhere. Yeah.
Because he did open a bar called Geiger Bar, but this sounds like something different if it's an alien nest type thing. Yeah.
Yeah. What else is gonna say? So Lovecraft. So we're talking about Clive Barker. We're talking about Geiger. Talking about
Yeah.
Lovecraft a little bit. Because you guys said you're having the new setting. Are you still keeping with the Lovecraftian kind of horror style?
Oh yeah, absolutely. So the kind of the high level kind of storyline is there is an ancient sort of evil, otherworldly evil beneath the city. So the original story we had you basically playing the protagonist is a guy called John Hope, who's a veteran who went a bit crazy and you know he's going through a bit of an episode. And so the new one is more.
Little bit.
We actually took a story from reality. There was a lady who basically she was from England and she was on a mission.
Nice.
And she ended up going to the Kowloon walled city, setting up like a drug rehabilitation centre. So that was a real life thing. So we decided to take that
wow.
as a basis and say you're her nephew, which I think in real life what happened was she was able to get into Hong Kong because her nephew was already a policeman there. So we're saying you're the nephew, and obviously you kept in touch with her even though she was in the Kowloon Wall City, and one day she disappears and you have to go after her. And so the whole themes of the insanity and the pursuing someone and getting out is still very much part of the story. So those kind of themes, it's the overarching themes of insanity and horrible death are still the same. Oh look, found the red skull.
Yeah, that was a little jump. That was a little jump for me.
And then I found my friend again.
You found your friend again, yeah. Oh, he's your friend. Oh, he just rushed you, didn't he?
Yeah, he just like straight up just like, I'm gonna eat your face.
So when you're coming up for the concept for a successful horror game, do you sit around with your team in a circle and just tell ghost stories and see whoever has the creepiest, weirdest, darkest, bleakest story be like, yep, that's a video game?
I think I just take a chapter out of my own life, and then that works pretty well. And everyone's like, whoa, that's pretty fucked up, dude. You should never tell anyone, like, yeah, I will. So actually, this is a reflection of my real life. No, just joking.
Oh,
This is what I see every day.
You know Sherlock Holmes' Mind Palace? This is mine.
I'm gonna go this way.
Carnival of Horrors.
Nope, I'm not going that way. Forget that shit. I was gonna go get a 2x4.
I remember when we originally had you on, a few days later you had PewDiePie play the game, which is awesome for you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Have you found since then, I ask this every time you're on the show, have you found that you're leaning on streamers or YouTubers to try and get the word out for the game?
I think that definitely helps a lot. I think we got a few people last time. Yeah, so we got PewDiePie, which is, I mean, he's the absolute king of YouTubers at the moment.
Yeah.
So that was fantastic. But then we also got a couple of other quite cool ones too. We got this guy called what's his name? There's a Squeezy, a French guy called Squeezy who seems to be somewhere as well. And he's got, I think, 3 million subscribers as well. So he's definitely in the tier 1 sort of category as well. And then we got another guy called Lord Minion, who's probably...
Oh, yeah, I know him.
You've come across him before? Yeah, he's fairly well known in the circles as well.
He's Markiplier's friend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, about that sort of tier, yeah.
Yeah.
So no, I think they help. It's really hard to figure out how that translated over, because I think on so there was that, so we got a lot of wins that way. But on the other hand, Kickstarter for games has been on the decline for a while. So for example, we were on PewDiePie and we got how many views? Maybe was it 2 or 3 million views at the end of it? I can't quite remember, but whatever it was, that didn't translate into me getting $3 million. Yeah, sadly.
Yeah. Soon, next time.
Oh no, I think part of it is just there's people are basically quite wary of Kickstarter games now. I mean, most of them don't work out. Either some people just run away with the money, or it doesn't get made at all, or it gets like a shitty version of what people have promised.
Or it takes
so that
a long time.
I've been bitten by that.
Mm-hmm.
You've been bitten by that? Okay.
Yeah, I bought into Cube World, and it was like, it looked really good. I was like, sweet, this game's gonna be a lot of fun, and then just nothing's been done with it for like 3 years.
Are you kidding me? So no progress at all?
Nothing.
Yeah, no updates. Oh no, you're doing good too.
Yeah. So yeah, there's been heaps of people who've just cut and run.
Can I just play off the stream? It looks way better on the stream. I can see clear.
You can turn up the gamma if you want.
Or turn the grain off if you need to. But I think it looks better with it.
No, I'm leaving the grain on. I'm just gonna play it like this.
He refuses.
I'm gonna play it the way it was meant to be played.
I'm just gonna say, PG.
I admire you.
We had the developers for Vanish on, and I beat it on the first try.
I watched that one.
Did you?
Yeah.
Which game is Vanish?
It's another procedural horror where you're in a sewer system, and you're being hunted by, well, what I think are mole men, but apparently they're like bird men.
Okay, birds in the sewer. Yep.
Yeah, but it was well known because it was procedural that it's really up to luck whether or not you can beat the game, because you don't get weapons or anything. Yeah, it's more a roll of the dice. And I was lucky enough to roll the dice well the first time I played it.
Yeah, and you were the first person to play that build too.
I was. I'm pretty sure the developers were like, "Oh, dang it, we broke the game."
See, I don't like it that when I spawn to this level, You tease me with treasure chests, and then you take them away from me.
Yep.
You're like, oh, look at all this awesome loot. You can't have it. It's like, oh, thanks.
It's a mind game, dude.
It's the bleak. It's the light at the end.
Nope.
Of the oh,
No, I'm just
you're not gonna make me jump this
No,
time.
I'm there.
Should've worked.
Done. He's gone.
Snatched away. That must be your favorite part of being a game developer, is watching YouTubers or people streaming the game for the first time and just being like, ha ha ha.
Oh, that's a flare.
I have perverse delight in watching people suffer. No, it's it is really cool though. No, I do enjoy people, especially like people like you guys who kind of get the game and understand how to play it as well. Yeah, that's very satisfying to watch that. Yeah, we had especially through PAX and all the other expos we had last year.
Sanity pills. I need those.
Yeah, we watched a ton of people play, and it was really cool. Like, some people really got it, like they really understood how it worked, and that was really neat to see those kinds of people. Yeah, so yeah, that's very satisfying.
That's we had an interview with Clobit. They did a game called Capsule Force. Actually, you were there for that.
I was there.
You were there for that one, and they were saying at PAX, like, they'd initially people would play the game and not know anything of what was going on, but then over time would get it so well that they were keeping the developers on their toes, because it was a player versus player type game.
Oh, okay.
Did you find that, like with that kind of playtesting, is there anybody that has not broken the game, but figured out, like, oh, if I do this, I'm going to win every time, or anything like that?
No, I've never noticed that.
Oh, that's good.
There was one guy, very seldom, there was one guy who finished as well, but I think he'd very cleverly observed the people playing before him, and he was watching the PewDiePie video which he had playing as well, so he found out, he realised that sneaking around very often really helped a lot, so he kind of spent the entire game sneaking around, which was really slow.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
But he managed to get through, and he was very careful as well. So and kind of just pick creatures off when they were alone and things like that. So there was a guy who did that, and there was another guy who. This was for a local expo called Digital Nations, which ran over an entire weekend. And this guy, honestly, because we were running a competition as well, like whoever could finish it would get Steam credit. And this guy, I think it was a high school kid. He came back about 4 times, and each time he played for about like half an hour each. So he eventually figured it out as well, but it took him a lot of goes. Even though he understood the mechanics, it took him a few goes before he actually won the whole thing. Yeah. So I've had it that way, but never anyone who's, I don't remember ever breaking completely or a level not generating properly. So so far it's been pretty reliable.
That's great. That's really good.
I tend to because of my career in IT previously, I was a software tester, so. Even though I'm a more developer role, I tend to play the game a lot. I don't just like, oh yeah, that's cool, and then just kind of send out a release. Like, I will actually do quite a bit of exploratory testing with the whole thing.
I'm missing something. What did I miss? Up the stairs where
the tentacle demon?
Yeah, pretty much.
I think you're missing the tentacle demon.
Well, now I have to move a couch out of my way. This is not going to be quiet.
Oh, use your gun. If you're going to do something, do it right.
Push it out of my way.
Oh, I got a chair on the top of the stairs. Okay, so something's obviously been past here before.
Yep. No pressure, but 18 minutes.
Yep, no worries.
I was hoping we could add somebody that would have beat the game today. That's all.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna beat me after the show. I'm gonna be here next week with bruises.
Gonna come in a cast next week. I love you. No, I like this game because it's a good challenge.
It is, isn't it? Well, okay. So Peachy, why don't you let us? What are your thoughts? What would you change about the game? Do you think it's challenging enough? Is it? Well, you'd never find anything too hard, but.
I'm a glutton for punishment for challenge, so I like this because it's hard, and I'm loving it because
so this game
it's
is
hard.
McDonald's to you?
Yeah, I'm loving it. Da, 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 da.
And then like ungodly monster scream.
So, does the flare distract them too? Because this guy seems to not shoot at me now.
No, the flare does nothing at the moment. It will. So for the next build, that you'll see soon, yeah, it will
Cool.
distract them.
Okay, maybe I just broke him then, because he just stopped.
Oh, okay.
Might be
like-
Giant. Or sorry, Call Me Giant wants to know who is the feng shui person in this house.
The feng shui.
There's so much.
Yeah, it was someone who is not of total sanity. Someone crazy. Oh, that reminds me. That's another thing that we kind of addressed a bit as well. So at the moment, the levels sometimes, like a room like the one that's here sort of looks okay, but there are some that are really, really weird, like too chaotic. So with our new ones, we've interspersed the random kind of levels with a few templates and things. So yeah, the rooms will have a little bit more logic to them now as well.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, so it'll be probably a little bit improved in some senses. Yeah.
How many levels are there?
So this demo, I believe, if you can get through three gateways, then you're finished.
That's it? All you need is 3
Yep.
gateways.
Yep, 3 gateways.
Not including the tutorial, I assume.
Yeah,
Or the intro level.
yeah, that's correct.
Just 3 little levels.
I'll do it.
That must be number. Oh, you're on to number 2 now.
Yep.
Yeah. So there's a little bit of luck sometimes as well, but not too much. Sometimes you can get like a level where the exit may be like down over a balcony or something. You maybe jump down onto it or something like that.
Okay.
Very, very occasionally, yeah. But most of the time, yeah, you should just be able to make your way through.
I hear something big. Not to scare you. Infinity's wondering if you think you can beat this in 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
No
That's
pressure.
an interesting point, actually. Yeah, because if you play the latest Alien game, they have a survival mode where it's where you actually have a leaderboard with other players.
Yeah.
That's something that we're keen on putting in if it's if it's easy. And one of our guys, one of our senior developer is he's an Azure expert, which is basically a cloud-based system with Microsoft. We can plug in integrate a whole bunch of systems, but yeah, we're hoping to build in like a leaderboard system as
Oh,
well. At some
cool.
point,
That'd be
Yeah.
really cool.
which would be cool.
Because the game's procedural, are you planning to do like daily seeds or anything like that?
That's actually a possibility now. We haven't thought about that, but that is actually a possibility now. Yeah.
So I know that's well, I watch Peachy's YouTube channel all the time, and he does a lot of
Yeah.
Binding of Isaac. And in the
Oh,
new
yeah,
one, in the
Yep.
new one, they actually have it where like you can tell the people the seed. So it helps with
Yeah.
the YouTubing where it's like, oh, if you think you can do this better than me, then here's a seed
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I've played a lot of rebirths, but I never played with the seed, so that gives you the exact same level as
Yeah.
every time. Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
If
You
you have the
can't
same,
you can't
yeah.
unlock anything.
yeah, you
yet,
can't
right?
unlock any, but if you have the same items unlocked, you'll have the exact same run.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you can't. You mean when you say you can't unlock anything, you can't get any of the new characters when you're doing
Yeah. It's
Oh,
Exactly.
0 unlocks. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool.
Really?
One thing I was going to ask is, how many
Assassinate.
different types of weapons are you guys planning to have in the game?
So I think at the moment we've got.
God,
I think we've got about 10 of them or so. So we've got three melee weapons, or 4, I think. I think 4, and then we've got about 4 guns. But the guns, especially in this demo, you'll hardly. I don't think you'll very seldom see any of them, apart from the starting pistol. Yeah. But we're probably not going to change that number too much. It's probably going to stay roughly the same, and maybe we may add an additional melee weapon or 2.
I think that makes sense for sure.
This was
Yeah. It's not really about the combat anyway. That's not kind of the major feature of the game anyway. That is a part of it, but it's not the only thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think we have enough at this stage. Yeah. And as with this demo as well, with the different weapons, each has a pro and a con. So of course you figured out with the guns now they're really loud, and it tends to annoy the sleeper as well
Yeah.
as attracting all the other creatures that are near you too. So yeah, whereas the melee weapons, some of them are more powerful, but like this one, it'll break over time.
Yeah.
I like that name, the Sleeper. That's beautifully ominous.
Well, I gotta try and get rid of this guy first.
Yep. He's in that.
Oh man!
Now, how am I gonna pass this dude? Is he just gonna bum rush
Just
me?
whack him.
All right, that's it.
Oh,
Let's go. You and me.
God.
Let's bring it on. Yeah.
Because you only lost 19 health there. You're still above
Yeah.
100.
Except there's another one right there.
And one beside him.
Eat broom.
Okay, that one cost you a little more. That one
That's
cost you
because
a
I
little
didn't have
more.
my 2x4. All right,
Yeah.
I got another 2x4.
Oh no, I was just seeing light. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh man. What do you think? Is it stressful?
Yeah, a little bit.
Is it? Do you
it's
find
good.
this game more about the challenge or more about the horror? Like, is it actually scaring you?
Not too much really, because
I find it scares the bejiminies out of me every time.
I'm
I
seeing the
play.
enemies before they get to me. When at first all those spiders showed up, yeah, that scared me. Because it was like, nope. But now I kind of know what to expect,
Oh, okay.
so
Yeah.
it's not as bad. Okay, nothing that way. Let's go this way.
Yeah, that's one of the kind of the balances that we're trying to get as well. Is I think the best horror for me is when you can't see something, is when you can hear it or there are hints of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's kind of another thing that we're gonna
I'm gonna smack him.
try and fine tune. Yeah.
One of the best things about Amnesia that you guys use quite well as well is usually the more in Amnesia, the more you look at the monster, A, the more it's aware of you, and B, the harder it is to see. And I know with this one, like, the more that are attacking you or the longer they are attacking you, your field of view just kind of sucks right in, and it makes it harder and harder to play.
Yeah, that's something we borrowed from Amnesia as well, where if you look at something, your vision, and you've got your torch on, and your vision sort of goes away.
Yeah.
So that gives that whole light becomes a sort of a resource management as well. So you need to have it on so you can see where you're going, but at the same time, you also need to bear in mind that it's going to stop you from being able to see monsters that are actually smacking you in the face. So yeah, there's a whole resource management. Oh, cool! We found a gun.
Mm-hmm.
And I found the portal.
Nice.
Hey! One
That
more?
thing's super loud, but it's pretty effective. just don't hold your finger down and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I know
One
how
more
to conserve
level.
ammo. Oh.
You found an exit. Nice.
Okay, I'm in what looks like to be a factory now. With a flare already here. Okay.
Actually, I've forgotten to despawn some of those things. So it's probably
That just makes it creepier, because now I'm wondering if there's something else here.
you never know.
Oh boy.
Alright, bring out the broom.
Not the AK? Oh, there's another chest.
It's really loud.
That's okay.
Chest, can you give me a katana? Or an MP5? I'll take an
Give you
MP5.
So now you have two guns.
I have like all the guns. How many guns did you say were in this game?
Oh, you've got lots of guns.
Two flares left.
I think you may have picked up all of them through the course because you found a hunting rifle before too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right when
Yeah,
you died.
yeah. So I think you found this. I think there's 4 of them. So I think you found one of each.
Oh wow.
Cool.
Sweet.
Yeah, you would have found all of them.
I found
Nicely
all the
done.
guns. I
You
may
found
not
all-
beat the game, but I found all the guns.
You're gonna cling to that, aren't you?
Damn right I am. Okay, this is really creepy because I haven't seen a single creature.
Oh, you may as well walk and run then.
Nope.
We've
Nope.
got 8 minutes.
I've got 8 minutes to find the exit. I'm gonna spend my 8 minutes to find this exit.
I'm the best of friends, just in case anybody needs another one. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Watch out!
Yes!
Aw.
Victory! Da 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 da.
Escape!
No! Hold on.
Oh, F4 to win, insta win.
Ah!
Oh, you found it. I'm a few seconds behind though.
Yeah.
Oh,
But if you walk into it, you die. No,
That
just kidding.
would be so mean.
that was really good. I enjoyed that.
Hey, you won. Good job, dude. Good job. You're one of the only 3 people I've ever seen. Well, actually 4 people I've seen win.
Wow.
Part of
Wow.
an elite crowd, dude.
Whew. that was hard, but really good.
Oh,
Now that
cool.
you got a second to breathe, tell us your thoughts.
I really enjoyed it. At first, I didn't like the graininess of it, and I was
Yep.
like, "Oh, this is really annoying."
It grows on you though, doesn't
But
it?
it grew on me really quick, and I understood why you guys had that.
Yeah.
Really quickly, I understood why, and was like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
this is why." And then you're
Yeah.
telling me, okay, that this other guy was like, take out the enemies first, because they'll just bum rush you on this build. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I should just beat them to death, and then move on to the next guy, beat him to death, move on to the next guy,
Yeah, precisely. So that was.
and
that
use
was
my
like-
flares.
Yeah.
That really helped me in this last one.
It was
Oh,
interesting.
Yeah. That's the key thing. I mean,
'Cause-
they help you see, and you can kind of figure out where you've been before, which helps as well. Yeah.
Yeah, because that really helped me. Because it was like all of a sudden it's like I'm not pressing F to flash my flash on real quick to see what's there. It's just okay, throw one of my 12 flares.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's there's 8 bad guys in this room. Let's not go in this room and turn around.
So now we'll get to see exactly what changed next week,
Yep.
Yeah.
which is really cool.
Cool.
Is
Yeah,
there
yeah.
more levels in the next build?
Be about the same. I mean,
About the
in
same?
theory,
Okay.
you can have this an unlimited number of levels, but
Yeah.
I think we'll put it down to about 3 or so until we can add a few more things in.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So next one will be about 3. Yeah.
Cool. And watch out for their upcoming Kickstarter in late September.
I don't think I'll do another one for a while, to be honest.
Yeah.
That was actually really interesting watching the end there, because the empty level, which by the way was because we didn't get around to putting anything. in it.
Okay, yeah, that was just creepy, man. Like I was
That
expecting
creepy,
something
right?
big.
Yeah, I noticed that with a few
was like,
people.
oh,
and
fuck,
all of
man,
a sudden,
there's
from a whole bunch of
something.
creeps to nothing, it's like, well, when's something coming out at me? And that's.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I might do something similar in future builds as well. It's just have a level with hardly anything in it, or something.
Yeah, like 1 or
maybe
2
like
enemies in
one
the
thing.
whole thing.
Yeah.
There-
yeah.
That is definitely a good. I found in good horror games that taking the time, well, even in this one if it's random, but taking the time where you're setting up that environment makes it that much creepier.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because if
Yeah.
you look in Amnesia, like you didn't see the monster for the first like hour and a half of the game.
Yeah.
In Alien Isolation, you saw the station was ruined, but you didn't see anything for a good 45 minutes or
For
so.
a good hour or so, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We had Solarix on 2 weeks ago, and it was the same with them.
Yep. So they
Yeah.
don't have any monsters in the first hour either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, like,
Oh,
you don't
okay.
have to put it at the beginning, but having
Yeah.
that, because your intro level already kind of sets that up,
Yeah.
and then if you
Yeah.
had a random level kind of like that, I think it'd be cool.
Yeah,
I think
that,
that'd be
like
cool.
Yeah.
my fear factor went from like, okay, I know what to expect here to like all of a sudden it's like, oh fuck, now I'm afraid it's gonna show up again.
That's-
Yeah, absolutely. I noticed that. Yeah, so I think we'll have to seriously have something like that in there, but we'll probably randomly intersperse them in. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
sometimes,
yeah.
and all of a sudden, maybe at one level it'll be like, oh, okay, this is one of those levels that there's nothing.
And then there's a horde.
Yeah. They the first like 6 rooms of that level where you're like, oh, okay, there's nothing here,
Yeah.
obviously. And then your 7th door is like 5
Yeah.
monsters, like, oh.
Yeah. One other thing I wanted to ask.
right down now. Actually, thanks, guys. You guys are on my design team now.
Perfect. I was going to ask about enemy types. Of if
Yeah.
you're planning to do any, I always go back to Left 4 Dead. I've been playing Dying Light a lot lately, so the
Oh, is it-
specials. It's a good game, but
Yep.
just for the last few minutes, I wanted to ask if you're going to have
Sorry.
anything like a boss or something bigger and tankier. That's like you have you can run from it, but you're gonna be hard pressed to kill it without like unloading a full
Magazine
MP5.
into it, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we had plans to put on a boss, but just depends on time. I think at the moment, so we do actually. This is the thing that I'm working on today. Actually, is we have a boss room. We just don't have a boss inside it yet.
Okay.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
So that comes that's at the end of the level now. So I'm just checking. Like it doesn't get. There's some problems with it. It doesn't always get generated. So I'm just debugging for today. But eventually we will have some sort of a culmination. So it'll either be something you fight. But what I want to do is to have it in line with the same principles where you can have multiple approaches. You can either try and fight it and you'll probably die, or you can try and just sneak your way around it.
Yeah.
Or a combination of things as well. So yeah, we have a level but no boss at the
Yeah,
moment.
that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know. I found those charging guys pretty tanky. And scary.
Oh, right. yeah. So probably, yeah. So one other thing we potentially will do as well is basically have variants of some creatures, just slight variations as well. So some may be a bit tougher, a bit faster, but
that'd be
and have
nice.
some other. Yeah, just to sort of mix things up a bit. But that one
like
thing will be after March.
I like it. All right. That's
Cool.
going to do it for us, though.
Awesome. Okay.
Well, I have
thanks
one
for having me
question
on today,
first.
mate. Yeah.
Okay.
Please, go.
Can I destroy that spider nest, or is it like
Yes, you can. You
Okay.
can. You can shoot it. If you shoot it or smash it enough times, it'll go away.
I thought, I'm like, is this gonna be an indestructible spider nest and I'm just gonna be screwed by it, or can
My
I
worst
destroy
fears
it?
come to fruition.
Spiders that big? Yes, that would scare me. Normal spiders I'm okay with.
Yeah, exactly. But no,
I liked how your fear went zoop, zoop, zoop. That was really cool.
That made me enjoy the game even more. Was
Yeah.
that my first fear was okay, this is scary. No, I don't want to fight any of this stuff. I want to hide. To,
Yeah.
okay, I know what I'm doing. I figured this stuff out. To
Yeah.
oh man, what's going on?
Oh, that's another really good point you brought up there too. Kind of that flow of intensity and fear. That's something that we're going to be controlling a lot more with this with our new game as well. So we put in place some mechanisms. At the moment, it's completely random, like completely. So
You
know,
might not
have
see
a room
anything
with
or just
20
see all of it.
Yeah. So it's too randomized. So with the new one, we do have some mechanisms in place to actually regulate your experience now. So some of these things we can actually put in. For instance, hey, half the level there are no creatures, and all of a sudden there are. So yeah. So that's definitely something I'm taking away from today as well.
Yeah, that'd be
So-
really cool.
So
Cool.
sorry, I'm not going to pay you, but I'll credit you.
No, that's fine. I'm totally cool with that.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, so, yes, like I said, we're out of time. So,
Okay, cool. Thank you, guys.
thank you, Joe, and
Yeah,
we will
thank you.
definitely see you next week.
Cool. Yeah, let me know sort of what time, and yep, just keep in touch, and I'm
Okay.
happy. Yeah, looking forward to it.
All right, thank you.
Okay, have a good day, guys.
Yeah,
Thank
have a
you,
good.
man.
Right, bye now. See ya.
Hi. All right, and I want to say thank you to Peachy. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week,
Oh, yeah.
obviously.
I'm glad
and
to be here.
Giant, I hope you're having a good time in Costa Rica. I hope you have a few drinks for me, because I'm Irish.
Wow. Way to stereotype it.
Yeah, right. But we will be back next week, guys, with more. Sorry, the licks are awesome.
They are. They're
I love the
really
licks.
good.
We're going to be playing the new Phantasmal, which I've been looking forward to, and we're going to have another awesome guest. So
Yeah.
make sure to stay tuned. And apparently, I'm going to be streaming some Hellgate London.
Oh, apparently.
Yeah.
At some point.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I love that game. So anyway, until then, guys, from everybody here at Average Giants and IGM, much love, and we'll see y'all soon.
Bye.